Good morning, good morning, good morning. We about to go over this Laker game real quick. To me, Luka Doncic is one of the best scorers you're gonna find. This dude only need a lick of space. He don't even need that much, and the shot is going up. And for him, it's a good shot. For most people, the shots that he take would be a horrible shot. For Luka, I guess he practiced these shots, and these shots go in. But I'm more impressed with the skinnier Luka with the way that he passes the ball. Luka has a lot of point guard skills to be so tall. I mean, his vision is crazy. For him to have 49 points in this game, you wouldn't know that he had. I think he had like 9 assists. He did his thing. He did his thing. And to be Aiden, if Aiden can put together some defensive stops, if they can get on a string, Aiden is going to eat offensively with the way Luka has been distributing the ball. And I know it's early, but this just seems like this is the way Luka plays. So let's go over this play right here. I'm more worried about the Lakers' defense than anything else. So let's watch this. They're in transition. You can see how much time has come off the clock. Not a very long time at all. So these guys still should be, fresh and new. Let's watch Reeves. Let's watch Reeves. Let me turn the volume off. Reeves is pointing, which that's not his job. It's the back man. Like if he was all the way back, like the point guard sprint back and talk, and I guess he's the point guard. I don't know why he's not down sprinting and getting to a front of the ball, because where they started at, he could have got in front of this ball. Reeves is already at the free throw line. So why is he tipping? I don't know. He need to be sprinting back, stop pointing, and he could have been right there at the nail, and so he can help Luka. First play of the game, this is terrible. This is one of the first plays of the game. Layup, right at the front of the rim. All could have been avoided by people sticking to their principles. And if the defensive coach should be breaking down things like this in film room, because a lot of the times superstar players, you can't really say nothing to them. And Austin Reeves is not really a superstar, but he's a very important player on this team. And so a lot of time coaches don't want to say stuff to him in front of everybody out in the stands. But where you get them corrected at is in the film room. Film room don't lie. You got to have a good film room session to where you call everybody out, because nobody's perfect in basketball. The media, they give certain guys passes, but this is where you call people out. Reeves should have been right there at the nail to prevent that layup. All right, you see pick and roll with Aiden, rescreen. Here's where Luka is deadly. Here's where Bronny can watch Luka. Luka never picks up his dribble. Luka is waiting to look for pocket pass. You see his eyes. He's looking straight. Luka know, I got pocket pass, I got jump shot, I got floater, I got lob. So he's just waiting to see what you give him. This is the dumbest defense in the world against a guy like Luka. Book up. If you're going to play defense like that against the Lakers, I want to put every team in the league on notice. If the Lakers work on their defense and learn how to actually play defense as a unit, they don't have a lot of individual defensive stoppers. But if they learn how to have defensive schemes and concept where you help the helper, they could be a team to reckon with. But right now, they're a great offensive team, especially if people are going to play them like this. Luka is going to have 40 a night if they play him like this in this drop coverage. This is nothing for Luka. Whack! This is a layup. That you might as well give him a layup. All right, they're bringing the ball up the sideline. This is a clusterfuck. I don't know what this play is. JJ Redick, they say you're a great basketball mind, but Johnny Bach would call this a cluster beep. This makes no sense. This doesn't help anything. Now, what I assume is Andre Aiden is supposed to be, I think number 7 is supposed to be in the corner. I can't see who that is. I think that's number 7. The guy at the baseline, he's supposed to be in the corner. I think Andre Aiden is supposed to be maybe at the free throw line area or the nail. And then they're supposed to run as soon as they run the pick over there with Hachimura, then it's supposed to be a bang-bang play where he comes set a screen for Luka, and then maybe he'd flare off and shoot a three or go to the basket and they roll. But this play was done a little bit too early because nobody was set up. So watch this. So he's going to try to get the screen like I thought. I ain't been in the league in a long time, but I can tell how plays are. So Luka, right now, Rudy Gobert, dead man. That's what we call him. He's a dead man. He's a no man's land. With a guy like Luka, with his skills that he possesses, he's a dead man. This is over. Book up. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Who is this? Did he go underneath the screen on Luka Doncic? Oh, I would have took him straight out the game. I don't know who this is. My friend, you are out of this game. I don't know who you are, but clearly you did not read the scouting report. I don't think not one team in the league. I know all the teams are doing this stupidity with dropping and plugging, but I don't think there's a team in the league that say in their little pregame sheets that, hey, the scouting report, hey, on Luka, pick and roll, go underneath. Immediately I'd have took his behind out the game. You got to go, buddy. You not focused. Come over here and sit with me. Too many strippers. Book up. This is a walk in the park for Luka. 29 feet layup for Luka. This is dumb. Okay. Let's see their defensive principles. Aiden, you got to see the ball. You should be 2-9 in the paint. Luka, be at the nail. Okay, Aiden is 2-9. All right, Hachimura, square him up. If I'm Aiden, I'm saying square him up. Square him up. There's no need for you to olay him to the basket right now. Square him up. Your help is back middle. You got Luka right there. Everybody's in the middle. Don't let him go baseline. Okay. Why would you be rushing out to him? Nope. All right, get up right here. Randall is a three-point shooter. I wouldn't give a dang if right here on that repick, you got to switch or you got to attack the ball. You cannot allow somebody to set a screen. Luka and Aiden, they're not the same size, but these are two big men. So here, right here, repick, I'm telling Luka, I got him. Aiden's mouth is not moving. I'm saying something. Stay with Rudy. And I'm up. I'm not waiting for that. No, Aiden, you got to be a little more. You got to be up and at the point of attack, Aiden. All right. You got that monster down there in the post, that man child. Reeves, you need to be looking at the ball. Or you need to be grabbing Aiden's shoulder and say, get down to the block. There should be some form of communication here, but I see right now defensively, they don't have a lot of communication skills. Man, right now, terrible. No pressure. I like when Marcus Smart and them in the game. They give pressure on the ball. Okay. All right. Luka for to do his dance. Let's see. 10 seconds. Bad play, Luka. He tried something. Let's see who got back on defense. Nothing you can do about that. Luka turned the ball over. Okay, let's get here. Reeves got the ball. Look how Devin Chinza, he runs back. Even though he got Luka, he understands. Luka is way out by the half court line. If he hit that shot, he hit it. But he's still going to go help. Luka drives left. Rise up. Book up. That's one thing I like about Luka. Luka could have took that deep three. It wouldn't nobody said nothing. But skinny Luka now is putting pressure on the defense. All right, pick and roll. Aiden, I don't like that Aiden is back, but I'm pretty sure that this is the defensive scheme of the Lakers. I don't know how you're going to stop the ball. And this is what I mean about the point of the attack. Vincent needs to be up. He needs to be up and into Anthony Edwards' body. This is not good. He needs to be up and in his man's body on his hip, ready to come off the screen, getting skinny so he can slide through. It wasn't even much of a screen. Square them up. Fight like monsters and dogs to get in front of them. Okay, nothing you can do about that. That's just good offense. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. Reeves. You can do that. Oh, don't do that. First side three-pointers leads to fast break points. So let's see what happened. He shot a corner three. Shouldn't be no big deal. It's in the corner. It didn't bounce off hard. Ball is under the rim. Let's see the intensity of the Lakers on transition defense. Not very long into the game. 7 minutes, 8 minutes off the clock. Let's go. Let's see. 6 minutes off the clock. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, okay. They're getting back. Okay, square up, Ayton. I mean, that's one of the best scores in the game. They're going to blame Ayton. I want to see how he got cross-matched, though. How did Ayton get cross-matched? Reeves is there. Reeves take DiVincenzo. Luka, this is you. Luka, this is your fault. You now that everybody's contained, there's nobody behind you. You step up and take the ball. Who you guarding, Luka? No, Luka, that's on you. You should have been screaming at Ayton. I got him. You were the back man. You got to be vocal. You got to talk. Luka ain't said a word yet. Book up. You never want Ayton on him. Luka ran from that responsibility. Screen and roll. All right, another pick and roll. I don't know why they took it that way. Man, come on, bro. Number 3. Who is that? Man, listen. All of this traffic right here. I knew this guy wasn't focused on the game from the word go. You laying into the screen. How is your motion? How are you laying into the screen? The first motion, get up into the ball. There's a terminology in basketball. You're not gonna like it, especially all the fairy tales. There's a term in basketball. It's called D on hip. He's supposed to put his D on hip, pause. That's the terminology. But what the coach wants is for you to have your forearm on his hip, you to be as close as possible. You straddling, you getting there, almost making yourself to where you can't be screened. You want to be glued to Luka, and the only thing that's separating your body and everything touching him is that forearm you're using to put on his hip, and that's what you're going to use to root his body out, push him out, so you can get skinny and slide over that screen. This is not helping your teammates doing this. At the point of attack, defense is weak. Look at it. He got his hand out. His arm should be bent. His body should be on Luka's hip. Right here, you're easy to screen. Ayton ain't even trying to screen him. And this kid is going to lean right into Ayton. Look, there you go. That's the Gilbert Arenas playbook. Lay right into the screen. Act like you trying hard. Leave it all up for your defensive bigs to try to do all the work. And now you got Luka coming downhill with nobody attached to his body. It's going to be hard to stop. I don't understand why the dude, once you got through the screen, now you should be so close to Luka, that step back shouldn't even meant nothing. Bucket. Screen right here. Once again, this is what I try to give breakdowns. Guards like Bernie, I know y'all don't like me saying his name. This actually, you got a guy this good on your team. You've been trained by LeBron. How do you not know how to cross back over the defense like this? This is what you got to have when you're playing guard. Cross that ball back over. Now everybody's watching you. Book up and one. Put the guy behind you. He's done. That's basketball. Gaining an advantage, exploiting the disadvantages. Standing too straight up right here. He's standing straight up and down. This is that fake defense. He's standing straight up and down. He go right by him. Oop, oop, got him on the rollerblades. Don't connect that's a tough cover for anybody. But you got to get down in your defensive stand. Hold on, let me go back. He missed the free throw. Don't connect. Look alive. You playing basketball. You're not a robot. They done messed up Don't connect mentally, I think. He's a robot. He's just trying not to make a mistake. All right, Luka, bringing it up the sideline, getting the play together. Screen out top. I don't know where the guard is going. Then I guess it's I don't understand this offense. Thank God we got Luka, which is a great player in Minnesota who plays soft defense, and they're confused. Thank God, because this is making the Lakers look better than what they are. But the spacing of these plays, I do not understand them. The spacing is terrible. Better defensive disciplined team, they'll be easy to guard. All you got to do is trap Luka. If Rudy Gobert is athletic enough, he could have trapped Luka to make him pick up that ball, and then now there's no outlet passing. The spacing is terrible. But two guys go at one, and then Luka get a wide open three. So everybody's going to say this is okay, but I'll be in the film session like, we got to clean this up. Look, guys are still talking when the play is already going on. This stuff should have been cleaned up in training camp. Guys are still trying to figure out what they're doing. Two guys standing right next to each other in the corner and one guy on the opposite side. Let's see how this turn out. Marcus Smart still trying to learn to play, probably. Fuck it. Luka said, you know what? I'm here. What y'all saw last night was a lot of improvising. I can tell you that. Luka is just like, fuck it. I'm Luka. Let's see. Luka's fighting hard. Coming off. Downhill straight to the basket. Minnesota defense is terrible. Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year and all this stuff. He don't see Luka coming down the paint. He's standing there attached to his own teammate. And then here comes Luka. Okay. All right. Aiden, he fought for position. Okay. Rudy Gobert, the best defensive player in the league, couldn't stop Aiden. Not to say he ain't going to never score. All right, what is this play? This is a pick-away action. I love to see when two guards come together and see what they do with it. So one is going to go back door probably, and then one is going to come off for a shot. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, they both stayed out. Oh, that spacing was terrible. Nice shot, though. Okay. All right, we got a set right here. Pick, no pick. Okay, he just got you on ice skates because you didn't even get picked. You clapping your hands. Okay, let's see. You shouldn't have wasted your time clapping your hands because he went right to the basket when you were clapping. Look at this spacing. This is terrible. The Lakers are not well coached. I'm going to tell you that now. This spacing is horrible. Another bailout, 29'3". Oh, man, this is crazy. All right. Randall, one-on-one with Aiden. Send him right. That's just good offense. That's all you can do. You send him right. He made an awkward shot. Look at Marcus Smart. Look at Marcus Smart. Oh, as soon as he get in the game, he on the ground, falling around. I like Marcus Smart. He played defense, even though that didn't result in what they wanted. Good job, Rudy. Oh, come on, Luka. Come on, Luka. That's on you, Luka. I know you scored a lot of points. I'm going to do what they don't do. Hold superstars accountable. Luka, great job. Defensive principles, you got to box out. You got a hand up. Second part of your responsibility is to box out. The man that you challenged the shot went for the offensive rebound while you're leaking out. Boom. Got your man dunked on. So it's a great 40-something points that you had, but you guys are not going to win because of this end of the court. And you can't blame your role players. Those plays right there is where Luka got to turn into the superstar that he's supposed to be. Not just this one side of the court, not just this, let's give him credit because he's an offensive specialist. Guess who else was an offensive specialist? Jelly Bean Bryant. And guess what else he was? He was a winner. He played defense. He played both sides of the ball court. because there's two sides to a court. If you can just win playing offense, then I'll give you credit for that. You cannot just win playing offense. So Luka, great scoring, but we need you to do the little things. And you in the Western Conference Finals. That's how you win and lose the game right here. Boy don't know how to fight over no pick to save his life. Boop! Simple. If you're going to play that defense to where Luka gets to dribble, size you up, have fun, there's nothing you're going to be able to do with Luka. Look at this. Look at this. All night long, soft defense. You got to stop the ball. I honestly cannot say this league, this era is a better scoring era. We trapped the ball in our era. Guards had to be able to figure out how to extend guys out through a trap and work through a trap and rotate where you had to be in shape. Now these guys are just able to just look how easy this is. Like, this is too easy. He had no worry about the basketball, no worry about nothing. Just let me size these guys up. This is the product we putting out. These guys are not in shape. All right, everybody and their mama know Luka cannot guard Randall. So if I'm on the backside, I'm the low man. Reeves, you go. I'm going to stay attached to Rudy Gobert. You go right there into the nail, 2-9, say help middle. Or you drop down, get into Rudy Gobert's knees, and I'll go. But we got to be on the string. You cannot leave Luka out there with Randall. Luka, this is not Euro League. This is not college. You don't have to just hit a guy with your chest. Put your forearm into Randall, and you got to give some resistance. You're a grown man. You're not a baby. This is not the WNBA. This is a grown man's game, and this is why a lot of the European players would not be in the game if we were still playing like a man's league. We would put guys like Randall in the post on Luka, and he'd never see the floor. Because back in the day, the only way you could play is if you could play defense. And this right here would drive a coach crazy. They know you cannot win like this. But because of these guys' great offensive abilities, we'll overlook this. When I played in the league, they would have ran this play over and over and over again until you stopped it. How many people remember basketball where they used to run the same play? They used to pick that scab. If this was the type of defense you played on a play, you're going to see that defense. This is a layup. Why would you change the play? Just like football. Why would you change this play? We're running this play every time until Luka, the Lakers, and all of you guys figure out something to do. That is nothing you can do about that. Minnesota. Nobody down. Look, we'll end it right there. Listen, the moral of the story is Luka is a great offensive player. The Lakers are going to have some great offensive games, but I can see them being blown out by the third quarter by teams that are really good. 5-minute mark, the top 5 teams in the Western Conference Finals, top 5 teams are going to blow them out by the third quarter. By the bottom half of the third quarter, the game will be up 20 if this is the effort they're going to put on defense. Salute to all y'all. This was definitely a pre-record. It's a longer pre-record than normal, than most people do. But I want to give a real breakdown of the game and not just, just content. So you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown of the game. The Lakers, I don't see it. Offensively, they need to clean some things up. Defensively, they're not good individually. So they need to be working on defensive drills that emphasis heavy on principle. Here are our principles if the ball get thrown in the corner. Aiden, you're here on the baseline. You send that guy baseline. Don't ole him to the baseline, but you kind of coerce him to the baseline, knowing that we're running them into a trap. And those are the defensive schemes that you got to have when you have individuals who can't play defense at a high level. Doesn't mean you wash the season away. That means you come up with team concepts on defense. But that's my time. Y'all have a blessed morning. I'm on the road to recovery from this knee surgery. But a lot of you guys have been hitting me up, keeping me in your prayers. I appreciate that. And like I said, I appreciate that. Salute to all y'all. I'm gone.